Lads, you had the 25-year jubilee. I suppose it's 26 years now because you couldn't do it last year. But up in Croke Park last Sunday, did you enjoy being back with the whole group again, Gary, and enjoying the day? Or
yeah, look, it was great to see the lads again, and I suppose we meet each other a good bit anyway, to be honest, because most of us are still involved in GA in some ways or other, so we tend to bump into most of the lads, during the year. But the few lads that you wouldn't bump into, it was nice to meet up with them again, and look, it was a lovely day out, and I think it was great to meet up with each other. It was all a bit rushed when they were trying to do the three teams together. So really, I suppose the fact that it wasn't a 25-year anniversary took away from it a little bit. It was three teams trying to rush into the one. But at the same time, look, it was nice to mark it, and we'll just move on from it now. It was grand.
Yeah,
enjoy yourself, Barry?
I enjoyed it, yeah. The only thing I was disappointed was that the crowd wasn't there to wave us on or something, I'd often perform well in a packed house. I was telling Ed Rouse, the bigger the crowd, the better the performance. But, as Gary said, it was a great day for all of us to be there. Just to sit back and just talk about old memories, and then to meet up with the Clare lads and stuff like that as well. But from the overall point of view, it's great to be back in Croke Park. Yes, we thought we were going to maybe just before the game or maybe at half time or something like that. A lot of people were disappointed with it. This was the afters of the whole thing. People stayed at half time, not knowing that we had been out at 2:20. They were all stayed at half time. They didn't bother going for a drink, they didn't bother going to get something to eat. They were waiting for Clare and Wexford to come out, and nothing happened. So a lot of people were disappointed from that point of view. And from our point of view, it was great to meet up, great to have a chat with a few lads. And I got a bit of a headache sitting beside Larry Murphy, but sure, you get over that. Larry, one of our heroes, and but it was a great day overall. Gary was at the table. We had a great old chat about stuff, and all the big talk was going around when Gorey had beaten. When Crossabake had beaten Gorey in the hurling that day as well. So so there was a lot to talk about in general. But to be in Croke Park, 25 or 26 years on, dressed to the nines, I must say, I'm delighted with the suit I got. I hope I'll have that now till the day I go to Crosstown. It was a lovely day overall, and as I say, we're great friends. We have been from the day that we start coming under the leadership of Liam Griffin, you could say, and right up to today we get on very well. And let's hope it goes on for another 25 years and 50 years time. I don't care if I'm pushed out in a wheelchair as long as we get out there this time.
And there is a certain bond associated with the whole thing. Like we'd see at different events the lads from 1968 still sort of pally, still I suppose mingling together at different events, and that sort of bond will carry on for as long as you're around.
Yeah, well, it's definitely in this group anyway. Can't speak for the other groups, but I know this group has always had a very, very strong bond, and wherever we meet, different occasions, and even if you just meet one or two of the lads at different times in Wexford Park in a match or whatever, you'll always stop and talk to them and have a chat, and we always enjoy each other's company, and hopefully, as I say, we probably didn't get a chance to stay up in Dublin for it last weekend because between hotel prices and just everything else that was going on, but hopefully we'll get to maybe organise a bit of a night away amongst ourselves sometime soon, because it's always great to catch up, and there'll be good old stories, and sure, some of the lads are half comedians as well, so you have to enjoy that part of it too. So yeah, no, it was a lovely day, and really, look, the hurling final was smashing for any of us that's still mad into the game. We couldn't have looked at a better final on the day. Like, Kilkenny threw the kitchen sink at Limerick, and Limerick just stood up and batted them away and still managed to get over the line. So from that point of view, it was a massive occasion to be at as well. Limerick 3 in a row, nearly unheard of, isn't it? So it's something that will be still talked about, I think, in maybe 20 years time as well.
Larry, a question I've always wanted to ask you finally. At the very end of the game, you were the man who got the ball and ran to the hill. Did you ever get to keep the ball, or did you still have the ball?
I still have the ball, and it's funny enough actually, because Willie Murphy in '68, who hurled with the Harriers and he hurled wing back, he also got the ball at the end of the game. So he has his ball from '68, and I have the ball from '96. So it's a great thing to have, an old traditional thing or whatever, something like that. But yeah, great memories. We'll never forget it. People say stop talking about '96. Well, let's go on and win it all Ireland. We'll talk about that year or whatever. But overall, as Gary said, we have great bond between us, and we'll always have it. And we'll always have great memories of great performances. That on the day, we were just talking about it the other night, how close Garry Laffan was to getting man of the match. Only for Joe Quaid. How close. Colin Keogh also had an outstanding game. Liam Dunn got man of the match. And some people say that, but sure, they called Colin Keogh Liam Dunn half the time as well. So it didn't really matter. Man of the match is a lovely thing to get, but once you have that Celtic cross in your hand, you'd be a proud as punch. Bringing it home to share with your family and share with your
We're
friends.
very much at ease in each other's company, I think, is the thing. We don't have to force a conversation. Like, we're as happy to sit down and just be in each other's company and not talk as we are to have a chat about the old times. So I think that's a sort of a sign of the bond amongst the players and indeed the partners and everyone else that's after getting to meet each other now over the years as well, you know.
Yeah, the the president of the GAA, he was talking about Gary getting a match organised last Sunday morning before he headed off to Croker or whatever. And I was talking to him after, and he said, Larry, is it true that you went up and you caught a seagull when you played at Croke Park one day? He said, it is true. I said, but here's a better one. He says, I remember I went up that high in Croke Park, see, when I came down the crowd, we were gone home. He was going out
Larry
telling
McCarthy, Larry is the president at the minute. Larry would be very friendly with a couple of lads out our way, and he often spins out to Declan's when he's in Wexford Park for a quiet pint before he heads back to Dublin or whatever. So Larry,
lovely guy.
Yeah, Larry, lovely
man.
Fella, you know. So it was great to see Larry there, and look, it was just a good day in general and nice memories to have.